up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Man, I love that song, Dope Living TV Live. Look, I'm your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, it is getting crazy out there. It's getting crazy. People are taking these guns and just shooting. Now, I know they say, if you pull it out, you got to use it. But not every time. Come on. I mean, make it make sense. Make it make sense, please. All right. What's up, Gina?
Hey, I'm with you on that, bro. I am with you on that. And you know what? It even if it says that, they're using it on the wrong people. They're using guns on our babies.
And see, that's a problem because they're innocent. If you got a problem with somebody, do like they used to do back in the day, square up.
Oh.
Hit them in the throat. Hit them in the throat, right, bro?
Hit them in the throat. Say it right.
Two times.
Hit them in the throat.
Two times.
What's up, Momo?
What's happening, y'all? Hit them in the throat 2 times.
So they can't talk either, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I was listening to the radio. I always listen to satellite when I'm driving and stuff. And, dude, it's stupid. I mean, people getting shot for no reason. I mean, walking up. How the hell you going to shoot through a door and, you know, somebody just knocking on your door? That guy, you know, he goes up there to pick up his siblings and he knocks on the door. And the dude just shot through the door, shot him in the head.
No, Mo. He opened the door.
Well, he shot through it first, then he came out
and then shot him. And then shot him again
in the head just to make sure. Okay, and this case is a little, to me, it's a little. I don't know.
Like I said, a lot of people think it smells of racism.
But I mean, this man,
the thing about you got our times right now. We done had the political atmosphere done stoked up all this racism stuff, man, and it's getting ridiculous. People are scared as hell, and it's mostly white folks that are scared as hell. You know, for no reason they got these fires that they stoke up politically. You know, got folks thinking that, you know, they coming to take your guns, they coming to do. Even if we passed any sensible laws right now.
Let's look at this though, man. Everybody say what's up to Life Coach Jeff Relevant.
Hey, Coach.
What's up, y'all? Excuse my tardiness, y'all.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, excuse my tardiness, y'all. I sat up here. I was
Earth, Wind, and Fire stick.
Yeah, he just got back on him and Greg.
You doing big things out there? Oh man, you know we perform. You know that's what we do.
That's what we do.
But in the case of this black teenager, 16 years old, he went to the wrong house in Kansas City, and the homeowner, white homeowner, he was 84 years old, right? He was old. So the teenager's name was Ralph Yarr. He went to the wrong house to pick up his siblings.
Yeah.
Knocked on the door, and the man, his name is Andrew Lester. He came.
So they finally get a name of the man.
Yeah.
They arrested him.
They arrested him. He's facing 2 felony charges.
Again, I know they arrested him once.
Yeah, they arrested him again and charged him.
Yeah, they charged him. He's facing 2
But
felonies.
you know what? I have to say, and I'm probably going to get beat up about this. I'm a little torn with this. I'm
too.
a little bit torn because one of the age of the guy, the shooter,
that's why I brought it
and the other thing is we don't know if there's some kind of mental instability going on with 85. You know what I'm saying? 85. You deal with 85-year-olds with dementia, Alzheimer's, and things like that. So we don't know if there's some kind of mental instability going on. Not only that, but he may have been attacked by a black man, and he may have thought that was the black man coming back to get him. We don't know these things. So we got to look into more than just the surface.
Okay. So what? Okay. Hold on. I gotta ask this question. So what? Okay. Did y'all talk about this before I got on?
No, we're just starting this conversation.
Okay. I just was trying to catch up, trying to follow.
We're just starting this conversation.
Cool.
I just think like this here. I mean, I think one point was made. Would you shoot the guy that was coming to, just happened to be black, coming from that's the delivery guy, UPS man or Amazon man, because he's black, he came up to your door. And sometimes they open up the door and knock, but sometimes they just hit ding dong, you know what I'm saying? And walk away.
Okay, so the deal is
go ahead.
So the deal is this dude was older, right? So how old was he? He was
85.
in his 80s, 85. And he shot this young, how old was the young man he shot? 16. And how did this young man get up to his door? What was going on?
He was he was going to pick up his siblings, his younger brother and sister.
Okay.
And he had an address, but he went to the wrong address. It's
a block away.
It was like 115 Circle, and he went to Street.
Right.
Okay. Got you.
He didn't have his cell phone with him. He went up to the door and rang the doorbell.
Okay.
The owner, the homeowner, shot through the door.
Okay.
And then opened the door and shot him again.
So what happened to Breonna Taylor's people that shot them police officers? They shot her. Well, isn't that the same difference?
No.
Yeah, I thought that was a little different.
No, that was the police going into her home.
Yeah, going in her home.
That wasn't the same thing. And again, the reason I say I'm torn with this is because there's so much going on with 85-year-olds. We don't know what was going through his mind. It could, like I said, it could have been some form of Alzheimer's. It could have been, some type of flashback that he may have been attacked in the past. And now he's seeing somebody at his door that he thinks is this person who attacked him. We got to dig more into this. And this is what I say about a lot of the cases. A lot of the cases, we already want to get out and we want to protest and we want to say Black Lives Matter, but there are other things that go into it. And everything that happens like this doesn't necessarily mean that it initiates or needs a protest.
And I agree with you totally with this, Gina. And again, let's look. Well, look. If you're old, I don't care what you're looking at. You're looking at this young man here, right? He does not look intimidating one bit at all.
If you white, he do.
Exactly.
Doesn't look intimidating in one bit. And this is what his demise is, right?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So now his life has changed completely.
That's true.
Yeah.
Forever.
True. That's why I say I'm torn. Yeah. I'm torn with this one.
Now, see, here's the thing here, as I was reading. So he's going to be charged with two
attempted murder,
two felony charges, and they are saying that there was a racial component to the case.
There is, yeah.
And they're saying that they're going to add hate crime to it as well.
You should have heard.
There's no indication that either of them spoke to each other before it happened.
Okay.
There was no evidence that the team had entered the home. And there was no video. There's no video.
Now, what does the old man say happened?
we haven't gotten that yet.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we haven't got, because I agree with you, Gina. We need more context to this,
we need
because
more. We need
the
more
only way
information.
we can kind of really determine what happened, whatever that 85-year-old man says, that's going to greatly shape the whole case.
And I want to ask this question: if it had been a 16-year-old white boy, would it have been different? Would there have been any difference, though? Would it have been any difference in, whether it wouldn't have been racial then, would it? It would have been, let's see what was going on with this 85-year-old. Why did he?
They'd have dragged that black man out the house, and he'd have been in jail until something happened.
I'm not even saying if he was black. I'm saying if it was a white man that shot a 16-year-old white boy. Would there be protests in the street for it?
No, there wouldn't be. And I tell you this, there wouldn't be protests for it, but you know what? It would have made the news. It would have stayed on there for about 5-10 minutes, and then we would have heard it for 2 days, and that would have been it.
So I want to also ask Greg, what is the component that they're saying it was racially motivated?
Yes.
Well, what as I'm reading here, this is the prosecutor, the Clay County attorney, who's saying this. All right. They're saying he's going to face charges of assault in the first degree and armed criminal action. And he, I got to correct what we said earlier. He's not arrested right now, but there's a warrant.
I thought he was arrested earlier this morning,
and he was let go.
They just held him for 24 hours, I believe.
Yeah, but they had to charge him. They had to charge him in order to keep him.
They're saying that there's racial implications to it. All right. Now, again, this one, and black people are up in arms about it. They're saying he should be prosecuted. Well, look, honestly, yes, he should be prosecuted. He did
break the law. He broke the law.
With that,
he broke the freaking law.
The thing is, how bad of a sentence will he get? He's old. He's 85. He's 85 already.
And that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say, Doug. He's 85 years old. So
what more can you do?
Yeah, what more can you do to somebody who's that age? Who knows? It might take a minute to sentence this man. They sentence him, and then he might go the next day. Yeah. Who knows?
He's 85. He's old. But you put him in jail, what good is that going to do?
Yeah, he going to eat slop, and he might croak in the next 3 months or so.
He might stay alive for another 5-6 years.
And that's true.
But he probably gonna get charged for the murder or attempted murder.
Yeah.
Age be damned, he should be prosecuted. The 16-year-old did not pose any risk.
He broke the law.
Of that door.
Let's look at it like that.
He broke the law. With closed door.
I'm in agreement with Byron. First of all,
everybody say hello to Marcy, by the way.
Oh, hey, Marcy.
Hi. What's up,
She was out there singing in spirit too.
First of all, if you feel threatened by someone at your door, you don't normally open your door.
Right.
Number two, you had you open up the door, and then you had a full glass door. And from what reporters are saying, he said something to the effect of, "Don't come back around here anymore." Not only did he,
that.
Well, they're saying they don't know if there was time on.
I don't know how somebody knew he said that. It was only two people.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
I'm just saying what's on the news. Y'all know I am pissy pissed. This is too close to home for me. So it was a glass door. Not only did you shoot this young baby, but then after the child fell,
you got to shot him again.
Your donkey went and shot him again. Then he went to 3 houses, they're saying. And only until the 3rd house, no one wanted to help this young man. He's saying, help, I've been shot. And I can kind of understand that at 10 something at night. But then the one who finally decided to help, they're saying they made him lie on the ground and put his hands up in the air before they would help him.
Damn.
I don't care what excuse this man has. I don't give a flying jack that he's 85 years old. If you break the law, you felt good enough and donkey enough to break the law at age 85, and you broke the law.
You gotta go.
I don't care that you're on your way out. Make your life miserable for those few little time, that the rest of that time.
I'm not saying that he should not he should not suffer consequences. What I'm saying is we need to look more into more than the surface, because I dealt with, my mother-in-law had dementia. And I know at a certain stage, they get aggressive, they get afraid, they feel people are stealing their things, they feel like people are breaking in their homes.
Oh, is that what they're saying? He's got dementia?
I'm saying that.
Okay, now I understand dementia too. You know, I understand dementia very well.
So we need more facts than what we're seeing right now. It needs more details.
Okay, now that's good what you're saying, but listen to what I said. I said if. I did put that in there, if. But I do understand dementia, because then that's a whole nother component.
Yeah, because that I'll be real, like that was with my grandmother. When you sit up here and you watch somebody in that, like literally, one year my grandmother was talking, writing everything, and then it just seemed like in a matter, the year seemed like minutes to me because it happened that fast. You know what I mean?
And they get paranoid.
And she was very paranoid. My grandmother was looking up in the corner and was scared to death because she thought a baby was in the corner and she didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? So
that sounds like Lewy body dementia.
Yeah. So when that stuff started happening, it is a real thing. And who knows? They might really tell you the truth. They really might try to keep it quiet because with that whole racial agenda thing, even if they pull in dementia into it, I can see people just calling BS on it. Still. Even if it really was dementia, it'll be a lot of people just trying to say BS. He was still racist. He was still this. But that's why I kind of agree with Gina when she's saying about the context of it. Right. Because it could have been, because think about it. It could have been an old memory. Was the man in the war? Did he grow up in that time when he was dealing with, and we know he did because he's 85 years old. Right. He grew up in times where it was a racial divide in this country. Did it trigger something? Because it always goes back to that past with somebody who has Alzheimer's and dementia. Yeah. But he could have PTSD too.
With the whole thing that went on with that, as I'm reading this, after the guy was shot, after the young man was shot, he went to the next door neighbor who asked not to be identified. She had called 911 after he came to her door.
Okay.
They told her to stay inside, so because she didn't know who the shooter was. You know what I mean?
And that's true.
She said she wanted to help him, but they kept saying that we don't know where the shooter's at. So initially she did comply, but then she went outside with towels to help him. And she sat down next to him and she said, "What's his name? Who shot you?" She told her his name. He said he was supposed to pick up his brothers. And then they figured that, okay, he has the wrong street. And while he was waiting for the ambulance, and he was bleeding from injuries to his head and to his arm, David said that he was coherent. He told her he ran on a high school track team and played in the band. He we got to admire that. The guy was still resilient. He was still strong enough to do that, even when the ambulance got there. Unfortunately, he was shot, though, So to Gina's point, to everybody's point, man, yes, something should, he has to be accountable for what he's done.
Right.
Definitely.
He has to be accountable. But
and if they try to say dementia or something, then they need to have back records that he has already been diagnosed, not just, we're going to just decide that that's what it is today, to sweep it under the rug.
I think that, and I know it's very, very passionate to you, Marcy. I really feel for you to have, even when you talk about a subject like this, I can't even relate to a mother or a father going through anything like that. I can't even imagine what his parents are thinking. That's why when I initially said it, I'm very torn here because I've dealt with dementia people. I've dealt with Alzheimer's people, but I know as a mother how I would feel if it was my child. So it's so much that we do have to stop saying you're guilty. You should, right off the bat, because I'm even thinking about the guy that what was his name that the 8 officers shot in Ohio? What was his name?
Well, the one that ran from the police.
Jay Walker.
He was running.
Yes.
He was running from the police, and
they protested. They protested on his behalf. But dude had a gun.
I do have a problem with.
Dude had a gun.
He actually shot at them.
Yeah, he shot at the police.
I got a problem with that one. Yeah, because you can't sit up there and you can't make that right no kind of way. He shot at the police. Is right,
Yeah.
right,
That's
and wrong
different.
is wrong.
That's true.
And
But what
again,
I'm saying is, it's so many people that are quick. Sometimes we have to take our emotions out of it in order to,
Facts.
see the facts. We sometimes have to
Mhm.
take our emotions out of it. They protested on his behalf. They went and they tore up stuff, and they just
Sure
did
did.
all of this stuff, but no, everybody never talked about the fact that he
that
shot
this,
at the police and he had a gun, and the police didn't know when he was running that if he was going to shoot at them or not.
well, according to them,
True.
he turned around and looked like he had something in his hand. He got that. And that's when they unloaded on him. That's when they shot him all that many times. A barrage of bullets. But that right there, it again, I'm not saying something like that. I've always had. If you're running from the police and then I told you to stop, and they're chasing you in a car and you jump out of your car and you done shot at the police and then they
That's a
return
whole
fire.
different thing.
I'm sorry.
So let me ask you this.
You getting for what you asked for.
Let me ask y'all this.
Okay.
So Ella just said, so we're talking about the guy who gun was in the car and they shot him 45 times. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Okay. He got out the car and they shot him 45 times. Was 45 too much?
That's overkill.
Well, hold up. They tried
But I'm gonna
tase him
tell
at
you
first.
I know a cop. My best friend's dad is a cop, and he says, but I talked to him about this stuff. He's state trooper, U.S. Marshal, all that stuff. So he says when they shoot, he said they never shoot to kill unless they've been, like we talked about before, shot at. If something is in your car and it's not visibly seen, you have to assess the damage. And he always says this. He says you have to assess. He says there's certain points that you could shoot at to subdue a person.
All right.
Yeah.
He said, and this is a brother who has served his time. You know what I mean? So he got the knowledge. So I'm hearing it straight from the horse's mouth. So the thing is, I believe that's overkill because it only takes one bullet
to do what it needs
to subdue somebody and do what it needs to be done.
Well,
hell yeah, 45 is overkill in my eyes.
45 is overkill, but they tried to tase the dude and they couldn't catch up to him. But throwing a bullet at him ain't don't replace the taser.
Wait a minute though. That was before before he ran. After he got out the car, you got bam, bam, maybe twice in the leg. Okay, 10 is too long. It's too much.
Yeah,
I'm with Coach.
So you thinking of excessive force?
Hell yeah, that's excessive.
Not excessive force. It's just overkill.
Overkill.
Let me ask this though on that point.
Did he have to die?
I'm sorry.
Is my question.
Let me ask this because I'm gonna take it in a different direction. What if there are 10 cops chasing him, and neither cop knows which cop he's gonna shoot?
That's what happened.
Should we just say, okay, you over here, Joe, you shoot him. Mike, you don't shoot.
But let me add something to that though. Is that knowing that he has a gun on him then let's add more to the story. Knowing he has a gun on him, he stops and
he already shot at him.
Yeah, if he's already shot at him, I still believe it should be like maybe 2 cops. Maybe you can have a second eye on him. But the whole point is though, I kind of feel we talking about 10, 12, 14, 20, 45 times. Come on, yo. I still feel that shit's overkill.
And Jeff, we don't want to, I mean, as a police officer, I'm not a police officer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just asking questions, okay? Do we want to kill this man or do we want to get him off the street? Can we give him a shot in his leg or in the arm?
From what I've heard from talking to other policemen, yes. From what I've heard from talking to other policemen, men who have served on the force, just talking to my best friend's dad, who I see as a dad, who has told me that you can subdue somebody and you don't have to have that type of intent.
Bring him in. Let him face trial for what he's done. You running and you shot at a police officer. Bring him in so all these police officers can see him. Because you're going to jail anyway.
Yeah,
right.
We're at an age where cops are afraid. They're afraid for their lives when they go out here. They're afraid to deliver domestic to go to a domestic violence.
I get it, Gina. I get it.
It's death on both sides, y'all. It's death on both sides.
Let's put it like this: you got the one guy against 20 cops, okay? That one guy, even though he may be crazy and he may shoot at you, he ain't gonna win regardless. All right, period. He's not gonna win. So, you know, and Gina, to your point, you're not gonna stop and ask the other police officer, well, you gonna shoot him? You gonna shoot him? You go ahead on and shoot. All right, I get that, but everybody don't have to aim for the head, don't have to aim for the chest. You know,
don't have to be a critical shot.
You've been trained. You've been trained to shoot. Okay, you've also been trained to shoot to kill in the proper perspective. All right, exactly. That's just my opinion. Yeah, what happens using tasers or the bean bags first to subdue a person? For some people, Tanisha, I think those are like tickle me things.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know,
they did.
I seen a whole video. I saw a whole video where a dude got tasered and he amped up and pulled the junk off of him.
Yeah.
So sometimes them things don't work, yo.
He turned into a gorilla on him.
I know that man had the strength of 1,000 men. I said, "Oh Lord, I'm scared of you, dog. Somebody shoot him in the ankle or something."
Bible says any person who is that fearful might not should be a cop. You know, Bible says if you're a cop and someone shoots at you, then yes, they're going to shoot to kill.
Yeah, they sure going to do that without a doubt. And see, you know, they're talking about disarming folks. There's no way we've got enough firearms to, you know, give every person in the U.S. I think what is it, two firearms apiece. That's including children. You know, that's ridiculous. And I don't give a damn what you do. You're never gonna get all the guns from the bad people. You're never gonna get all the guns from the bad people. Never.
And see, therein lies, you know, another incident. Okay, so in Chicago, they had 35 this weekend.
Oh, that was horrible.
8 fatally in the weekend violence crossing.
Wasn't that like a prom or some kind of party or something?
There was
no, that was Alabama. You're talking about?
No,
we're gonna get to that.
Downtown Chicago.
We're gonna get to that.
Wow.
What he's talking about right now.
So
that's wow.
They there were 35 people were shot over the weekend. 8 people died.
8 fatal.
What are we doing?
But did you? Those kids that were down there terrorizing downtown Chicago.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah,
they were crazy. Down there snatching people out cars, jumping on people's cars. What is happening with our kids? Where are your parents? Do you know where your children are?
Guess what?
They probably out there.
They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn because I'm gonna tell you something. We couldn't stay out till the light came out. You know, not going downtown beating people up. There's no damn way.
They were shooting near Millennium Park.
That's ridiculous.
15 people were arrested in connection with a Chicago loop disturbance. That's the one Tina was talking about, where they were jumping on cars. I don't even know what prompted all of that. They just did it. And this wasn't just black people. This was white, black, everybody.
But this is
that a TikTok challenge?
I don't know, but this was the second time. I think it happened last month. And then it happened again this month. So it sounds like something that they're getting together and doing monthly, kind of like Ditch Day.
And they're getting arrested as well.
Probably a social media challenge or something.
It's some kind of challenge. So let me ask this question. Is it the bad guys that have the firearms? Was it the supposedly police that have the firearms killing folks? Who's killing?
Well, we see what's going on. Young people,
about the Chicago.
We're losing young people too. We're using young people.
The Chicago set. Is it other young people shooting other young people? Is it police officers
shooting? They don't. And the bad part about it is that there's you coming for one person, and there's a group of people,
and you open the fire.
You open fire, and everybody's subject to get shot.
But you know, I don't get it. I mean, I'm gonna tell you. I used to sell firearms, and my grandson, the middle grandson, we take him to the range, and he knows what to do with a firearm, and he's grown up around firearms. And I don't understand how the hell these kids are getting these guns illegally.
That's the other problem. Okay, how who's giving these
supplying them? Yeah,
are they getting fake IDs and going to these places, and these people are not checking these IDs properly? You know,
well, the gun shows, you probably be able to get them quicker from a gun show than any place. If they got these gun shows running around, they just walk up in there. If they happen to be 18, guess what? They're gonna get a firearm.
Yeah, because
You
I
know,
don't think
and they can ghost buy. You know, they do straw purchases which is illegal. Straw
Yeah.
purchases are illegal, and they do them anyway. They go to a daggone gun show, buy 10, 15 guns. Though damn well, they buying them to sell them. You know,
But you got guns now that you can order and make at home yourself.
yeah, those digital.
I've seen those.
The digital printed guns.
Yeah, the printed guns. Yeah, I've seen those.
And you know they're good for a couple of 2 or 3 shots. They ain't strongest, you know, anything you buy. But
the kids are picking up on this.
Yeah.
But can't you order gun parts and make your own gun as well?
You can do that too. Well, that you got to have they got one part of that keeps them from buying a firing pin or a couple of other pieces because you have to be a smith to put it together.
Okay, that's different from the 3D guns.
They know how to get them. They know where to get them, and they continue to use them. Again, at the beginning, we said, pull out a gun, you better use it, all right? But do you always have to use it?
No.
You don't even have to pull it out. You know, those are the cowards to me.
Yeah.
Look, I got 4 guns. I got 4.
I got one. I hate guns. I hate guns. I've never, but when I started doing television, people came at me and it just got a little scary for me. So I said, you know what? I ain't never been afraid of
You gotta protect yourself.
But I gotta protect myself. I don't care how many people I got around me, I still gotta protect myself.
That's it. That's what it boils down to.
And make sure that I'm protecting my loved ones as well.
Yeah.
And Marcy, you were bringing up the situation in Alabama.
Yeah, I think that's what I thought Maurice was talking about. I was telling when he made the comment, I said, no, that's Alabama. What he was talking about, and Greg was talking about in Chicago.
Yeah, that was a
school. With Alabama with the birthday party.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get to that. Coach James Bond says he's a gun dealer as well, and those people don't buy from dealers.
That's right. They buy them off the street.
They buy them off the street.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But
they buy them off the street.
But see, in order for them to get the street, they got to get them. You know, because it's been so many times they've been caught. You know, with a trunk full of guns. You know, a person that's illegally buying these guns. There's no. When you go to these gun shows, there's no break in between there. And that's what they talk about. They're trying to legislate in some kind of break. Like I remember in Texas when I had a license to sell fire, it was 7 days before you got that firearm. So, but at that point, you couldn't carry the dang. The only thing you could do is transport it from the place where you bought it to your house. If you got caught without the bill of sale, if it was expired, and you got caught with it in your vehicle or on your person, that was before they changed the law too. You got in trouble.
Let me ask Coach James Bonds this. Okay, so you're a gun dealer. Those people don't buy from dealers. I get it. You train people who you sell to as well. How are you checking these people that you sell the guns to? And when you train these people, how do you know that these are not the same people that are going out killing people? You train them well, so now they know. I'm just asking the question. He says it's immediately there in Texas where he's at.
Yeah.
Oh, Texas, yeah.
Well,
Texas.
Okay, Corral.
And is there something?
Actually, that's what the countries, especially in Tennessee, a lot of the states are modeling their gun laws after Texas laws. But I remember when I was there, when they changed the law where you can open carry, yeah, a lot of that crap stopped. A lot of them people stopped running up on each other, stopped, doing a lot of things. But it seems like other states don't have it, fully in control yet. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the big difference between Texas and Tennessee is when they had an open carry. Tennessee's got an open carry now. It seems like gun violence has skyrocketed.
I say I like what he says. He says he does double background CIA, FBI check.
But what about a mental health check?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
That's the other ones.
You don't know. Somebody with mental health problems can come in there and talk like Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
they can go in there and talk.
But see, and that's why the laws need to be changed. Now, I understand we have the HIPAA laws. So you can't, with someone's medical history.
Yeah, medical history.
But there should be some type of laws when you are certified that you do have a mental illness. Because if you start looking at a lot of these mass shootings, these kids and these people with these mass shootings, when you start looking and talking to family and talking to friends, oh yeah, they've always had issues from a childhood on up and things of that nature. And that's something that needs to be changed with the laws, with the HIPAA law, as far as when it comes to mental illness, because that's a whole different piece right there. When
But
you
again,
start talking about,
we're talking about firearms that are already out there. Okay, we're talking about the proliferation of firearms everywhere. You know, we've got a whole bunch of firearms out there right now. What are we going to do about them that are already out there?
Well, the thing is, I believe the whole mentality is
illegal and legal.
I believe the whole mentality with the illegal firearms is just let them stay out there and let the people wipe themselves out, and we'll catch the criminals who use them. And then when we catch the criminals who use them, we got but when you think about it, but when you think about, I said that's the mentality of the law enforcement.
Yeah.
Some law because you got to remember, when you have a heavily crime area, and I hate to say it, but we'll just take Chicago or Baltimore, someplace else, where it's heavily a crime-related area. We just made the statement and said we're never going to be able to get all the guns under control, right? When we make statements like that, you have to have that type. These people are like built to have this mentality, because if you're an officer and you're in a heavily crime-related area and you see it all the time, how else are you going to think? Let's be real. How else are you going to think? Because if we make statements like and saying we can't get rid of all the guns because people are going to be in an uproar, now you have to be able to differentiate what's illegal and what's legal. Right. They ain't got time for that. You think they really want to invest dollars? This is a true question I'm asking. Do you believe that they truly want to invest that type of money to decipher all of that just with guns?
No, they're not going to do that. And the only way, again, I think I explained this before, the only way that you're going to be able to put things in check and make it even is with technology. You're going to have to either do it in the bullets, and from here on, the firearms, electronically traceable with an ESN on every bullet.
I don't think even though that's going to happen, people are still being born, people are growing up, and people are doing whatever they're going to do. I don't think it's ever going to cease. It's never going to cease.
No.
Could it get subdued a bit? I don't even see that happening.
Yeah.
And that's just me. All right. Coach James Bond says Chicago, Illinois has.
They do.
It must go.
They do. That's why I ain't got a gun in here yet. You gotta go through all that training. I ain't got the time to even go through the training.
Yes, it's a setup. He says. It's crazy, man. Okay, we don't have the answers, and you can march all day long till you wear the soles out of your shoes. Okay, the marches are great. Okay, you're feeling some kind of way, so you're getting it off your chest. All right. But is it going to change anything? I don't know. I don't think it's going to change anything. And even if it does change in one section, one microcosmic section of the United States, the thing is, how do you resonate it across the United States? You really can't. Everybody can march one day, and then the next day, the thrill is gone. The feeling's gone.
Imagine.
And I like the comment Coach James put on there, because you can trace the ammo. Yeah. You can. It's because the thing is, once you start fingerprinting and all them databases and stuff like that, they have to section you off somehow. They can pull up when I purchased my ammo for my gun like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, but that was
where it came from.
What I mean by ESN, electronically trace. And again, if you really want to get deep into it, and you don't have to spend a lot of money, but the good guys are usually affected by most of the stuff we're talking about anyway. So if you wanted to do like I wanted to do, where you have ESN on the bullets, electronic serial number on the bullets, and every firearm that you have, of course, each firearm has what they call a trace. In other words, where the hammer hits on the round and the rifling on the inside are akin to each. It identifies where that bullet came out of. Ballistics test. So say for instance, every firearm that was made went through a ballistic test with that serial number, and when it was registered, there's a ballistic test so if them bullets come up someplace with that same rifling, that unit went to whoever, me or you. So they're coming knock on your door first. Hey, we understand that you bought this firearm in XYZ from a show in Chicago. Where is it at?
Yeah, I just learned that. I just sold a gun.
You know what I'm saying?
I just learned that.
But if you start doing those kind of things, but again, it's only going to affect the good people. They ain't gonna. That's not gonna affect people that done filed off a serial number on a clean gun,
exactly,
and is running around here with the streets is already out there.
Hey, you ever think though that the gun violence, the majority of the shootings are caused by a small number of people, but it affects in a big way.
That's exactly what it is. That's
exactly what it is. I don't think it's a small number because
think about it.
It's not only illegal people with illegal guns, but you can have domestic violence that turns into, guns and all of that. I don't think it's a small number.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, there's how many people do we have in the United States? Billion?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so if
in the United States,
the amount of people who are actually perpetrating these crimes and put it against the number of people here, it's a small number.
Let's do a look here.
It's a small number.
300 million.
But it affects. It's a small number, but it affects us to the billion people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm looking at some statistics. 1 in every 67 black men ages 18 to 24 in Philadelphia were killed or injured in gun homicides or shootings. In Rochester, it was 1 in 50 young black men. In Cincinnati, it was 1 in 44 young black men.
That's not a small number.
1 in 44. But
that's a large number. 1 in 44.
Well, that's 2 to 100. That's the thing. 1 in 50 is 2 to 100.
Yeah.
3 is 3 to 150. So when you look at it, that speaks to Greg's point. It's a small number, but when we start looking at it and we relate that number to our life, you know what I mean? When we relate it to our life, the number seems small. But when you start adding it up, it is a small number of people who are actually doing the wrong, compared to the people who are actually dying and getting shot. Because the thing is, you look at it like this: one person can shoot 50 people, but the next will probably only shoot himself.
Right.
It's something out here, man. It's something.
Greg, can you put that back up? What James Bond just said?
Yeah, he said that there is traceable. Yeah.
And immediately destroyed.
No, that's why we get them crazy ass cases with these cops, because it's immediately destroyed. Thanks for the insight, brother, for real, because we exposing the police on here. Don't come after us now.
Hey, we look, the views that are expressed are Marcy's views, and we ain't had nothing to do with
this man.
My views are my views.
Don't do that to her.
No, do it to me. My views are my views.
Yeah, nothing to do with it, man.
I've experienced this BS.
Marcy, take us to some life coaching, man.
All right, let's redirect, regroup, refocus, do a woosah. Let's hear from life coach Jeff Rutherford.
Yeah, hold on. I ain't ready.
You know what? Really?
All right, do it again.
Nope. Come on, life coach.
No.
She is different.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you with another 1 minute thought. So this is the deal today. As we continue to talk about all of this this craziness, these shootings to death and all this other stuff like that, I want to let y'all know, let's value life. And what I mean by value life is go out and experience the things that you want to experience. Go out and do the things that you wish to do. Do what makes you happy. If you feel miserable, find you some Jesus or get you some mental help. Other people around you. If you sense that somebody needs the mental health check, don't be afraid to go ahead and speak up for that person, because guess what? 9 times out of 10, we can see what goes on with other people and they can't see it themselves. All I'm saying is that you don't have to be the savior in everybody's life, but at least try to make a difference. Reach out to people, call, check up, knock on somebody's door and ask about their mental health and say, look, are you doing okay today? That's all you got to do. That goes a long way.
I ain't knocking on nobody's door.
No, if they're your friend or your family, I ain't saying knock on nobody random door, Gina. See, that's how you get killed. That's how you, when you didn't we learn from this? This is what we just talked about.
Anyway, that's the life coach Jeff Relevant. He has a podcast of money. Y'all missed a good one today. If you didn't get it, go to his
It
page.
was good.
All right.
Yeah. Dang, that's it.
Thank you.
And he's doing a lot of stuff. Okay, y'all just follow him. Follow Marcy. Follow Mo. Follow Gina. Y'all ain't gotta follow me because I'm old. I'm good. All right, but we will be doing some great things coming up because we want to give of ourselves now. This team here is such a powerful team, and we want to give you guys. I want to say keys, okay, but we want to tell our stories to you in hopes that you can learn from some of the mistakes that we've made, some triumphs that we've had, and where we're going. We want to give to you, so we're going to be stretching out, okay, individually as well as together, to try to enlighten you, to try to inspire you to do something. Each of us have been young and we've aspired to do something, and we've met obstacles. It's not going to be easy. We have the same, and you look at it like this. Everybody, like in track reference, everybody starts on the same line. All right, stick, move, whatever. You got to move. All right, but do you give up because somebody's ahead of you? Do you give up because you got a cramp in your leg? And we're just going to show you. We're going to teach you. I don't want to even say teach. We're going to show you. We're going to show you our examples. Show you what we've done. From point A to point B, and let you know it's not easy, but it's attainable. It's attainable. So y'all stay tuned and check us out, okay? Because we're going across the country doing this. All right, and let me also say this too. Everybody, yes, I'm from GI. Maurice is from GI. Gina from GI. Marcy from GI. Illinois. but let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. You know us. You know who we are, right? You know us. We cool. Yeah. What's up, G? What's going on, Gina? What's going on, Marcy, Bo? Jeff? But this is a national show. We go all over. All right. Yes, we may do some things from our hometown. All right. It's been great, to do some homecoming stuff here, but the show is bigger than that. All right. Jeff's podcast is bigger than local. Maurice's range is bigger than local. Marcy's doing stuff on a national level. Gina has a author's guild. She's not only inspiring authors to be the best author that you can be, but she's giving them an opportunity to be praised, to be celebrated. We want to just make sure that everybody's happy. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to make sure that happens, and we're going to do it. I hate the word try. We're going to do it. Anyway, having said that, tomorrow, he done hooked us up with some line dancing
on location. So
no.
Y'all come out. We are going to have a ball. We are going to a group called Jazzy Ladies and Gents. They do line dancing lessons. I done learned 3. I've been going for about 2 or 3 weeks.
I bet you that's
I have learned 3 line dances, guys.
I want to learn line dancing.
So come out and join us. We're going to be
line dancing country.
That's the first thing I said, but it's actual.
Like the
bus stop back in the day.
Yeah, your head, all that mess and stuff.
Okay.
Our line dance.
I don't want to learn it, but if I must, I must.
Okay, I have a disclaimer.
It is so much fun.
I have a disclaimer. I have no rhythm.
That's okay.
It's all right. Just get out there and do the best.
Let me tell the audience where we're going to be so they can come out and join us. We're going to be at Gary Neighborhood Services, 300 West 21st Avenue in Gary. Gary Neighborhood Services. We're going to be out there dancing, y'all. I'm going to have my dancing shoes on.
Lord have mercy.
I know.
It is going to be so much fun. Come out, join us.
I bet it's going to be fun.
Come out and join us. Get in the line dance. Hey, you know what? I think she said there's 31 line dances out there.
And I'm going to watch all of them.
31. I'm only
Greg
on
gonna have his
3.
butt all in there. He likes to
Greg
dance.
is not going to have his butt all
I
in
am
there.
only on 3. But you know what? It's so much fun. Even if you can't dance, just getting out there and just moving a little bit. It's good exercise. It's fun. We have a awesome time. And it's like, yes, Tanisha,
Oh,
it's
it's only
only
$5.
$5.
It's only $5. I don't give a damn about no $5. I don't want to do it.
Only
$5.
$5. And I'm gonna tell you, when you learn your first line dance, you're gonna want to learn another one.
Okay, and look, let me tell y'all this. This was my mentality, and I might get some gun violence on me after I say this.
Stop.
Man.
Don't even joke like that.
Don't even play, yeah.
But here we go. So I used to dance at the parties and all of this stuff, reunions and all that stuff. I love to
That's
dance.
totally different.
But when them land dances come on, when they play them land dances, and that stampede of big girls come running to the floor.
You know what?
Stop it.
Wait.
Jeff, it's a stampede.
But
It's
you know what?
Now listen, it's one song now that all the big girls come out to. And I love big women. I ain't gonna lie. My wife's small though, but I have love for everybody.
What's the I ain't gonna bump?
No, it's the wobble. It's the wobble. They all come out.
Wobble at every wedding.
I know how to do the wobble.
Yeah. And they wobble their
I
ass
know how
onto
to
that floor.
wobble.
They wobble their ass onto that floor.
That and anything got Chuck Brown on it.
And you, even if I wanted to go out there, it's like, it's my turn. It's my time now. Because ain't nobody asked them to dance all night long, and all of a sudden, the wobble song come on, and you hear Mutual of Omaha, Wild Kingdom.
Stop it.
Yeah,
He
right.
said
All Greg
Mutual
gonna do is
Omaha.
stand there like this.
He
And
said
then barely
Mutual
move.
Omaha.
Tanisha said, "Why they got to be big girls?"
See.
Tanisha, that's a good question. Why do they have?
She's not a big girl though.
I said
I'm
I got
not a
love
big
for all of them.
girl.
I got love for all of them.
I'm not
I
a
got
big
love for
girl,
all
and
of
I
them.
know how to wobble.
Chicago or Detroit style?
Uh-oh.
Chicago.
Where
Ella
James
says,
Brown? Where Coach from?
Wobble baby, wobble baby.
That's right, Ella. Ella, come on out, join us. Tanisha, come on out. Bree
Now the song
Burnett,
is hype.
come on
I ain't
out.
gonna hate on the song.
That's gonna be crazy, yo.
James Bonds. That's what I'm.
That's what I thought.
Byron, come on out.
Now, I don't know how to step. I don't know.
Man, come on, man.
I know how to step.
I know how to step.
Somebody
too.
gotta teach me.
Let's go.
Me
Let's
too.
go. Now, if they doing a step, I'm gonna find somebody that's doing step classes.
They
Oh,
used
they
to
have
host
those
class.
ones.
class.
It ain't,
They
gonna
have
be in,
those.
it ain't gonna be in Gary though.
There's
have
one
those.
in Hammond. My cousin, they do stepping
Yes,
in
Tanisha be
Augustine, I
there.
think, center.
Tanisha, we don't want to know what you're doing. What you're doing right now?
Coming up with us tomorrow on
Oh,
location.
she's coming.
Shut up, Gene. Wait,
Oh, my
Greg,
God.
he's so silly.
Tomorrow.
Okay, what time is it?
Oh, Lord.
Yes, tomorrow.
300 West 21st Avenue in Gary. Jazzy ladies and gents.
Mhm.
What time?
7 p.m.
The time we start the show.
Well, you might want them there a little bit early so that
No, we want you there a little early.
Yete la boca. I just told him that, Tanisha.
Wait a minute. I gotta put family business out there in the street, y'all. Okay.
You gotta put who?
I gotta put family business out in the street. So
Here you go.
we doing our live shows. Okay, we're doing great jobs with it. Okay, but we waiting on Marcy. She got there on time, but we call her and she's like, the show don't start till 7.
I didn't tell you that.
You did say that. You was on speaker.
I had
Did I
to
say
say
that?
you did say that.
Yeah, you said that. You did.
You said it don't start to 7.
Okay, let me explain it.
Oh Lord, here we go. This is after.
Maryville,
Marcy, you got 1 minute.
Northwest Indiana had tornadoes. So I was processing clients for people who lost their homes.
You just started.
Okay. So that's where I was.
She got 30 seconds. Go ahead, Marcy.
I was processing clients,
Greg.
giving money for people who lost their homes, had nowhere to go.
You just turned on the ever ready battery.
No, you didn't turn
Ever-ready
on the
phone.
ever-ready battery. I am done.
What'd you say, Judy? She got the little drum going around.
Oh, funny.
Tomorrow,
Hey, Greg.
300
Oh,
West 21st Avenue
Greg.
in Gary.
The song do
Gary
say, "Hey, big
neighborhood
girl,
services.
back it up." Don't it say that? Hey, I'm listening to my headphones.
Maurice, where you
That's
at?
why.
What you doing?
Wait, no, because I know what Maurice is talking about.
Maurice
Because
done
the
put
song
the
Wobble,
on.
the Wobble song say, "A big girl, gonna back it up, gonna back it up." That's what they say.
And they didn't. Hey, Jeff,
here you
Maurice,
go.
they didn't hear anything else but that part. Big girls,
back it up.
Get up, back it up. Okay, and what did they do? They got up
and they backed it
I'm
on.
telling you, I've seen big girls come in there with cankles, all right,
what,
and with cankles, and they as soon as they say that part, you hear cattle. I mean, it's a stampede for real, and they get up. They don't care who on the floor. They bump you out the way, and I hope the ladies ain't listening. That's gonna be there tomorrow. Okay?
They are.
They gonna stampede you.
They are.
All
they
over you.
Stampede me. I'm gonna bring my lotion. They can stampede me if they want.
You know
They're gonna slide right off.
What is he gonna do with lotion?
Bill Withers, yes sir.
I don't know, Gina. I don't know.
Bill Withers.
Don't ask Gina.
Yes, baby.
All right, you gotta turn that off, Mom. You gotta turn that off. We gonna get shut down, Mom.
Oh, okay. Let's also
hey, Chris.
Shout out to Chris. He'll be here April the 28th.
Hey, little
bro. What's going on?
Yes.
April 28th. We're gonna do a little night. We're gonna do a little something with Mr. Lane.
Yep. Special show.
Hang out with him. You know.
That's right. That's right.
Coach James Barney says Orlando, Florida has a huge Chicago stepper scene. Hey, Coach, send me the information, man. I'm gonna holler at him. Maybe I might get some on the show.
We might could go on and do on location out there.
Yeah,
Florida.
Yeah, why not? Maurice, you're gonna make that trip too. We're gonna make
that
easy.
No. Oh.
Gonna make sure you make that trip.
On location in Orlando.
I got family out there. Yeah.
Make that trip, man.
My dad stay out there.
They got a funky governor in that mug.
We ain't gotta dance with him.
We ain't gotta do nothing. Let's get out of here.
All right, hey guys, we talked about something. We had a serious talk today about gun violence and things of that nature. So, what do we do? What do you do? Talk to your legislators. Let's see if we can get laws changed. That's the only way some of the things are gonna happen. Change some of these laws, maybe. And heck, I really don't know, because even with the laws, they still gonna do what they're gonna do. Pray.
Yep.
That's it. Pray.
And I gotta say something. You know, Life Coach is doing a lot of stuff out there. Okay. And you know he's on this show and he gives you all these nuggets, these little half nuggets, okay? But you know, being a life coach is a business as well, all right? So stay tuned, because he's getting clients, and pretty soon the free stuff is going in. You know, he's gonna be on here and you get what you want, okay? Get a piece.
1 minute though.
All right, you get 1 minute of life coaching, but if you really want to get your life changed and have it affected, okay, positively. Y'all gotta pay this man what he's worth. All right, let's go.
Doing some things out here, man. Doing some things.
It's on you, bro.
Oh, it's on me. All right. Oh, okay. But okay. So this is the thing. Like I said earlier, y'all just value life, because real talk, man. It's so much negativity going on in this world. Let's go ahead. Let's just keep focusing on that positive. Let's make sure we hold our people close to us, who we do have concern for. You know what I mean? And just check on your people. You can't always control what somebody gonna do, but at least, like, if you say hi, how you doing? Are you okay? How is everything going? Just check on people.
Most definitely. Mo, this guy's right here. Mo's doing a lot too, okay? And Mo is basically our technical director up in this joint, man. Okay. So you know, shout out to you, bro. And Marcy, I didn't forget your humanitarian spirit cannot be stopped. Okay, don't say nothing though. All right, Mo, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm taking a piece from Jeff. What he says, we gotta make sure that that you don't kiss your people, hug your people, and love your people. And remember, a lot of folks, like with this gun stuff, we have got to have some kind of conversation. Right now, everybody's yelling at each other, and we ain't listening to each other. We ain't paying attention. There are some babies that got killed here in Tennessee last week. You know, and we've got a lot of protests. We're gonna have folks kicked out of government, put back in the government for guns, for something that each one of us, we'd be able to control ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we ain't nobody communicating. Ain't nobody looking at the real picture. The real picture is these are killing people.
Yep.
Black, white, green, red, don't make no difference. You're killing another human being with a weapon. Take responsibility if you own a firearm, and make sure, absolutely positively, be engaged in your community if you got a problem like that, without a doubt.
Yes, sir. Gina.
I'm gonna make mine short. Yeah, get your kids back in church.
Come
Take
on.
your kids to church. Give them something to believe in. We all are decent people because we feared something. Our youth don't fear anything. That's why they'll go out and do anything. Give them something, and give them something positive to believe in.
Absolutely. It's Dope TV Live, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're on location live. Join us, all right?
Peace.